Mercedes, I'm lonely, really lonely, baby. Please come and visit me immediately. Okay, bye. Tommy, it's me.
Hi, Mercedes.
Tommy, I'm so bored. When are we going to have some fun?
What do you mean?
Well, I know you're busy fighting and killing and corrupting people, but I just want to have some fun, so don't forget about me, okay? It's Mercedes. I no longer love you, Tommy. I no longer do. Honest, because you're no longer nice to Mercedes. You're no longer treating me like a lady. You ignore me, and I hate you. I insist you come and see me right away. Bye. Tommy, I heard you killed Ricardo Diaz.
No. There was an unfortunate fire at his mansion. I think he might have burnt to death in his acrylic shirt.
Tommy, I'm so proud of you. I knew you were a real man. It was an awful trouser stain of a man. You make me so proud to be your friend. I know you're going to be busy trying to take over this town, but don't forget about me, you hear? Tommy?
Hey, Mercedes.
Hey, indeed, Mr. Tough Guy. I'm really angry with you, Tommy. Never make me hang out with Jess Torrance again. He's pathetic. Halfway through, he starts crying about his doggy. He dies when he's 7 years old and that his mommy never loved him. And Tommy, he wears a wig and a bra in private. I am not very happy with you. I'm very, very angry. Goodbye.
Hi, Mercedes. How you doing? Hi, Mercedes. How you doing? I'd love to. I'll catch you later.
Hey, Tommy, man. Well, you not love Ricardo no more? Come see me, man. I got some good shit going down. Tommy, look, I need to ask you a favor.
Steve, how's filming going?
Oh, it's going fine, yeah. We need a car chase scene, and, well, the budget can't really stretch to it, so, I've left some wheels at the airport. You know what to do, huh?
Okay, Steve, I'll keep an eye out. Catch you later.
Hey there, Tommy. You're gonna love me, mates. A little birdie told me that Vice City SWAT Division has a deposit box at a certain rather large banking establishment where they keep all the bribes they've taken over the years, like some kind of old boys' retirement fund. Of course, if this information should ever help you acquire any of that cash, I guess you'd feel obliged to push some of it my way.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks, Kent.
It's Paul. I'm from Kent, near London, you prats.
Whatever you say, Kent.
Hey, Tommy, I thought you might need some business advice. Once you got the operation up and running, you'll need to drop by and take the week's cash. Let the guys think they got the run of the place and they'll be shaving the profits, okay?
I know how to handle business, Ken, okay?
Okay, I know, I was just, telling you I know that, I know, just keeping it sharp, baby. Keeping it sharp, oh yeah.
Whatever, Ken, whatever.
Hello, is this Mr. Tommy Vercetti?
Yeah.
Well, I hear through the vine of grapes, you are the man when someone's got a vermin infestation.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I got a real vermin infestation. Haitians everywhere. My name is Humberto Rubina, and I want you to meet me at the Cafe Rubina as soon as you can, because I tell you, these damn Haitians have gone too far this time. Tommy, the wound is healing well. Funny thing is, I have fought in 6 battle zones and always walked away without a scratch. And now this. One-armed Phil. Still, I got me a healthy selection of one-handed firepower, so I'll never be unarmed, Phil. You hear? Anyway, son, cut out the sentimental crap and go buy yourself a drink. You hear? Mr. Vassetti, I have here a signed piece of crap stating that you have taken on all of BJ's used auto's debts. With BJ's sudden disappearance, I have no choice but to hold you responsible for his financial insecurities. Until this account is settled in full, you should consider Vice City streets to be very unfriendly. Vassetti, where's my money? Hey, Vassetti, I told you to pay, you prick. Where's my money, Vassetti? Vassetti, you prick, pay up! I told you, you prick, pay up!